in the beginning, in the in the beginning, yeah, in the in in the
Listen properly.
in the beginning, yeah, in the beginning, in the beginning, in the beginning.
Welcome, everybody, to our first episode, the beginning, the beginning. I'm Kryptic.
And I'm Chelle.
So, how we gonna start this? The same way you started blowing up my DMs back in 2021.
You was the one that was thirsty, not me.
See, thirsty. Explain thirsty.
You kept on asking me questions, and I said, "Why is he still talking?"
You kept liking dumbest shit I kept posting in my stories, trying to make yourself visible in my DMs. Like I could post the dumbest shit. I could post like it's snowing, and I'll tell you like, oh my god, it's snowing over here too. And then we have a whole conversation how our snow is the same.
Shut up, because it was every time that I would post a story that you would reply to it. Do we need to go back into them DMs?
No, well, you know, okay, let me tell you, okay, I'll be honest. So you would post funny shit that I'm like, yo, this is something like I would post. So I was getting a glimpse of your personality without even knowing what you look like. And that's another thing we're gonna get into. But yeah, DMs, we met at a time that we weren't really looking for anybody, which is...
No, my cousin sent me your DM.
So tell me, so how did you know about me? That's the thing, because I have so many followers, right? I have like 10.7 thousand followers, and I'm pretty sure like fucking 40% of that are fucking bots or people trying to get me to
Yeah.
fucking get extended car warranty. But
And don't forget the pornos.
it's true. I'll tell you, always in the story, like the last person that watches your story is like somebody that does like porn.
Yeah.
Anyway, so tell me.
So my cousin sent me one of your stories. It was the funniest shit I've ever heard. And I said, oh my God, I need to follow him because, you know, I love to follow comedians and memes and stuff, right? So when I saw your story, I saw like the whole thing because, you know, you post like 57, you know, in an hour. So I was like, well, damn, you know. So I'm like laughing hysterical with every single one that you posted. And then I see that you posted a selfie and that, you know, you're walking and talking. I fast forward to those because I was not going to sit there and listen. And
like everybody else does.
I
really be posting shit for me. I don't care who watches.
Sorry, I said this motherfucker be talking to himself because like people really watch this. This is all the shit that's going through my head, right?
Yeah, asshole.
So then, you know, I just continued, you know. Then when you replied back to one of my stories, I was like, what? I was like, oh my God. I was like, he's probably gonna like curse me out or something because, you know, I went through your whole shit, right? And no, it wasn't even that. You was over here, you know, like talking, like wanted to have a conversation, and I'm over here in an eye doctor with my mom. And then, like, I don't know what happened, but like I felt like these little butterflies inside, and I didn't understand why.
Like when we started, like, me back and forth.
When you said no, the day that you said that you're a Pisces, because, you know, I'm always posting my Capricorn shit.
Which I don't understand horoscopes and signs, but carry on.
Yeah, so you're like, I'm a Pisces, you know, and I'm an overthinker too, and all this
Yes,
other
you
shit.
posted something. Oh yeah, now I remember which was the thing. It was something about overthinkers, like overthinkers really love, like, oh, if you don't give an overthinker a reason to overthink, it was something to that effect.
You know,
but
you know me and my black stuff.
yes.
So
Your what? I do not comprehend your what stuff.
my dark side stuff.
Oh.
So apparently you felt the same way, you know, when you saw it.
Well, yeah, because I mean, like previous to you, as I had told you, we were dating. It's like I was in a lot of relationships where I would like overthink. Like I was always the giver, like always giving, and even though I didn't want it, I don't give to receive anything in return. But I'm like, damn, I give and give and give, and I don't get anything in return. Like they don't show at least a percentage. So, you know, that's what I was like, yeah. And it was funny because that's one of the reasons I stopped dating a person I was dating. It was because I was like, I didn't know my place in their life. And I'm like, I don't want to give this person any more time.
Kind of like me. So since he was still following me, I was posting all these indirects for him.
Well, I wasn't posting indirects in general.
Well, I was.
Because I don't do indirects.
Well, I was being petty as fuck and I don't care. And I said to myself, look at this. Me posting indirects has brought this man to love me.
Hold up. I didn't love you right away, so I don't know.
You love me now.
Of course. Yeah.
So like all these indirects that I was throwing at some other guy.
Inadvertently.
Yeah, because it was my personality. Because he never got to know me. That's basically what it was.
Right.
He never got to know me.
Right.
So by me posting these things was for him to know, damn, I lost a good one. Right. So here I am, you know, trying to get him to see what he's losing.
Yeah.
And I was gaining something else, you know, and here we are.
Yep.
And
yeah, but it's funny because now that you mentioned, like, because like what really started drawing me to you was like your personality. Like we were like DM here and there, but it was like nothing serious. It was like at the beginning of like November, right? And we were just like, I would like one of your posts, you would like one of my posts. But then I remember I was going to Jersey for a gig, and I always do some stupid shit where I'm singing in the car, and then I'm singing Eamon, Fuck It, the song Fuck It. And then you DM me, talk about, yo, that's my jam, right? But this was around the time where I wasn't even interested in being with anybody that I didn't even know what you look like. Like I told you, like your Chica page is primarily a lot of memes, right? So I didn't have that interest. But when you started saying like, yeah, like, oh, that's my jam, this, that, and the other, I'm like, yo, let me go look at her pictures real quick. Cause I want to see what this is. And I'm like, and then that's when I came back to you and I'm like, yo, what do you know about this song? This is like a 90s song. You're like maybe 28 tops. Like, what do you know about this?
That's beautiful. You should always continue to say that I'm 28. You should never move past that age.
Yeah, because I started to see your pictures and I'm like, yo, she looks young. And it wasn't filters. It was like your face, your eyes, and you look mad fucking young. And then I'm like, yo, somebody, because I've always ended up dating people that were younger than me, so they couldn't relate.
You would DM me, right? I would be like, yes, he's finally DMing me. This is the shit that's going through my head, right? And then when I would see stuff from yours, I would DM you. But you were busy, you know, so you wouldn't reply right away. So I would constantly look at my phone to see if you saw it. And I was like, oh, he saw it. I was like, let me get out now because, you know, he saw it. And then when you really posted that song, like, it was genuine, like, for real. Like, that was my jam. Like, it really was.
Oh, I know. I believe you now because I know your taste of music. Yes.
It really was. And the fact that you're screaming it, right, and everything, I was dying hysterical laughing because I'm like, damn, that's the way that I sing it, right? Yeah. But of course, you know, I sing it in the shower, not in the car for everybody, you know, recording for everybody. But here we are. And then
I'd be bored.
I was like, should I tell him? Should I not tell him? And I said, fuck it, I'm gonna tell him.
The name of the song.
I said, I'm gonna tell him. And then, you know, that's when we actually began, you know, to really talk, you know?
Yeah. Which is the key word is talk. And I guess our tip of the day for everybody would be communication.
Yes.
So let's talk about communication in a relationship. And especially myself, I've always been an oversharer and transparent, like with every aspect of my life, my surgeries, my ostomy, past relationships, my 2 divorces, like.
And I've always been very quiet and private.
Yeah, however, which is the opposite.
When you when you get to know me finally, you know, when I open up,
Yeah.
I don't shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Everybody will tell you. I know it's me.
And about, you know, we're gonna try to keep this at 15-20 minutes tops because we don't want But no, so in times maybe that's been a good thing or a bad thing to overshare, but I figured like why hold anything back? Why have like the biggest, like my biggest concern was telling you about my ostomy surgery and like, okay, so I really like this person. I'm starting to like this person. I'm gonna let them know. And then once I told you, what was your response?
My response was that if you ever needed me
to assist,
and assist, then you know I would be there and I wouldn't care.
Right. And it's crazy because
and
I've never
day one.
And that was day one. And I'm like, wow, like right there, like that's one of the ways you quote unquote won me over. I'm like, wow. Like, you know, like you weren't judgmental, because even though I don't care about it, I just hate being like, oh, you know, I have this, and then they'd be like, oh, whatever. They find an excuse to like leave. Not that I've ever encountered it. So I don't even know why I felt that way, but it's always something in your subconscious, because nowadays people if you don't benefit anybody, they're not going to be with you. Right. In the most general aspect, obviously not us, but in general, like a lot of relationships nowadays is about, what can you bring to the table? How can you better me? Right. But the difference between us is that we're bettering each other in more ways than one.
We both have a table and chairs.
We both have tables and chairs. we got a whole nice little mix.
We don't need it.
But yeah, so I communicated that to you, and then I communicated experiences I had before having the surgery. I actually had a girlfriend break up with me because she didn't know what the future was going to hold, that she couldn't deal with it. Who shall go unnamed.
You won me over when you said you want to go for tacos. That was it. That was it. That's where you won my heart. You know how hard it is to find a guy that likes Mexican food? For real. Every guy, like I would want Mexican food and they would take me to a Dominican spot or a Japanese spot. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love that, but you know, tacos is my heart, you know, and that's where you want me.
Yeah, but I love tacos. The birria ones though in Queens, we still gotta hit that spot. You haven't been there yet.
I know.
It's amazing.
Because you lie every time you say I'm gonna take you.
I took you to the shrimp 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but how long was that though?
2 weeks ago.
How long was that though? That you kept telling me I'm gonna take you.
We're barely ever in Queens.
Whatever you face.
So so communication, transparency. I've been transparent. I've been so transparent with you that you thought I was hiding something. Like how?
Too much.
So explain that. Like how is being so brutally honest a problem?
I feel like you're being too much. Like I don't need that too much. Like, all right, babe, you're going out with your friend. Like it's fine. Go out with her. It's okay. I'm good with it. But the fact that like you say too much, and you're like, oh, and she's this. Like I feel like, okay, so whenever he doesn't tell me this whole story about whoever he's gonna go meet, that's a problem. That's who I need to worry about.
So me saying, okay, I'm not, because you already know that another thing that we communicated was that I have a ton of female friends and you have a lot of male friends. Yes. So I would tell you this because at the end of the day, these are people that have been in my life minimum 5 years. Like I think like my quote unquote youngest female friendship is 5 years. And it's, I call a lot of girls sis, and I just don't call every person sis. We have to have like some sort of bond or some sort of like real friendship chemistry to call them sis. So every female that you've met, I call them sis because we have that relationship. Mm-hmm. And I'm the type of person that any girl that I meet, I don't want to fuck or I don't want to like get with them or whatever. I feel like you could really build a genuine friendship with somebody of the opposite sex, regardless of what they look like, without it having to be sexual. Like you could literally like chill. Like people follow my social media. They'd be like, yo, your friend's hot. Like, yo, give me your friend's number. And I'm like, yo, I'm not here to pimp on my friends. And why would I get them for you if I could have gotten them quote unquote for me? Like why? You know what I mean? But my friends would tell me that because they know I'm not trying to get with them. You know, so because I'm
Think of what I know that now.
now you know that. Oh my God. So
But because I don't trust that easily, you know.
why though?
Because that's just me. That's
So-
my character. I don't trust.
So
You know, people love to take advantage of nice people.
I know this for sure. But even though I've been cheated on before, I go into the next relationship with a clean slate.
Which is beautiful.
But why? For example, why? Okay, and for the female, I'm asking you on the female aspect. Why is it harder for a female to trust in the next relationship?
Because guys do so many mean things to a woman. You know, you guys don't even know how you're hurting the female
And which as mentally, emotionally.
in every single aspect, right? You guys don't know how sensitive we really are. You know,
What about men? Men could be sensitive too.
men could be sensitive too, but we could assure you that we're not that mean as you guys are to us. We're not that mean to you guys. Like in one point, we're gonna be nice. You know, we're gonna pick you up or whatever the hell it is that we need to do for you. You know, we'll cook for you because you know we know that you're a bum ass and you can't cook. You know, and you gotta eat. You know, we're not together, but I'm still gonna cook for you. You understand? Because a woman breaks up with the guy before she really breaks up with the guy. You know, like months in. You know, she's just waiting for that day that you change and you're like, oh my God, finally he got the point, you know. Hopefully it's not that late, you know, that you get the point.
Yeah.
But it really hurts us, right? So the fact that we're gonna jump into another relationship, we're gonna remember what the guy said, you know, and did to us before. So we're gonna be like, is he gonna do the same thing? Let me watch out for the patterns because, you know, we're so blind, we don't see them red flags, you know. So we need to be open now. Not that we're saying you're gonna do it, but just so that way, in case I see it that you're doing it, I stop it before we get to that point where he broke my heart. You understand? Let me be first.
So, you know, hopefully our mini podcast, because this is more geared to like people in their late 20s, early 30s and up, right? You know, who've had experiences with relationships, who have been jaded, for a lack of a better term, right? So you explaining to me that in your previous relationships, you've had men lie to you, be secretive, hold information, do things behind their back. But here I come, total opposite, total transparency, and total openness. But then but that's still a problem.
It was a problem because it was too much. And then I was like, wait, because, you know, we can't be that much. But apparently we can because this is really you. It's been over a year. This is really you. You know, so I finally got it after 6 months. I was like, all right, this is really him. You know, but I got to tell him to tone it down because now it's like bothering me. Because now it's too much. Like, it's okay, babe. I trust you. Go.
Right.
You know, but before I needed that reassurance that you was not out here doing what he was doing or what the other one was doing.
Right.
You know, so I needed that reassurance and I needed you to be patient for me to get that reassurance. You understand? Because you need these three things.
Why did it take 6 months though? How, for example, I think
because it's whatever
6 months is 6 months, even 3 months is a lot to keep a lie. Like if I was fake,
you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. You know, you don't really know a person right away. You know, you start learning a person when you've interacted with them longer, and then you start seeing their mañas as they start coming out.
Their habits.
Yeah, their habits start coming out because you've already been with this person for so long. So the first 3 months is called the honeymoon stage, right? That honeymoon stage, you're gonna sell yourself like you would not believe how you're gonna sell yourself to me, right? I need to have my eyes open during that honeymoon stage because after the 4th month, you know, now here comes the real you. The one that's gonna sneeze and not really wipe, you know.
Chew with your mouth open.
You understand? Like the new you is really coming now. So now I gotta really pay attention. That's why I said 6 months.
Right.
The first 3 months, you a sweet talker. You know you a sweet talker. All right.
I guess I got a little charm.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, I thought I had it, but damn, he got sauce too. Like, what the fuck, you know? So now I gotta really pay attention because I know you got the sauce. And I'm like, I ain't gonna fall for this one, you know? And like little by little, I am falling for you.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not doing this. And then you're like, baby, you want to do this? I'm like, okay. And here I am doing what I said I wasn't doing because, you know, you're winning me, you know?
Yeah.
But it did take me 6 months to know you don't want nobody else but me. You know, and then it took me a little while, you know, for other things, but we'll get into those topics later
further on, yeah, because there's only the beginning.
Yeah. The beginning.
So for those who like want to start a new relationship or are getting into a new relationship,
get to know each other
and just be straight open just from the bat. Like don't hold anything back, because if you really
like, honest.
if you really like this person and you feel like it's gonna go somewhere, they're gonna love you regardless, whether you're broke, whether you have money, whatever your financial status is. Because to be honest,
I love everything right there on the table. Throw at me everything. I want to see the bad. Yes. I want to see your flaws.
Mm-hmm.
Let me fall in love with your flaws.
Right.
Because everybody's going to fall in love with your good
parts.
Exactly.
Right?
I want to see your flaws and let me fall in love with them and be like, all right, I see why he does it. And it's really cute. You know, after a while, it's cute.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, all right, you know, he's hungry. That's why he's cranky. You know, but let me see the flaws.
Yes.
And see if I'm able to accept them. Because if you're not able to accept them, then don't be in a relationship. And that way you don't have to waste each other's time.
And I think on that note, it's a perfect way to end this episode with what Chelle just said. So thank you for listening. This is the pilot debut, the beginning.
Yay.
On our next episode,
he's going to be wearing the sneakers.
I'm going to be wearing the sneakers. Valentine's is around the corner. We're going to try to drop the next episode right before Valentine's. And we're going to talk about jealousy in a relationship. Is it healthy?
Sometimes.
All
right.
Thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed. Tell your friends to listen to this little mini podcast. And we'll catch you on the next episode. I am Kryptic.
I am Chelle.
And these are Relationtips.
Bye.
Later. Love you.
Love you more.